Hi everybody, how is everybody today? I've got a huge apology to make at the before I go any further. I promised you that I would do a video each day of the Tilda step by step, but it's almost impossible for me to do. So instead, I'm going to do it every other day, and I won't let you down. I promise, and I do apologise for you waiting on me. Life's gone away, and you know how it is. Anyway, I'm here today. So the next step, if I can do 2 steps today, I will, but the next step now will be Friday. Okay, so I left you with us stitching all the way up to the top. So you should have 4 pieces now for your legs. Tried you. 4 pieces for your arms, and I also said on my last video you'll need an iron for the next step, and my iron's plugged in. So 4 pieces for the arms, and then 2 big pieces. Oh, it's 2-ish. So you've got the head, the bodice, and then the bottom of the body. So that's 1 piece, and then the other piece, the head, the bodice, and the body for the other. So you should have 2 similar pieces to them and 4 pieces of each for the legs and arms. Now I'm going to concentrate on the legs today. I might do them all. We'll see how we go along. So let me show you what we need to do. So get one out. Now my iron is set to medium heat. I've left it on for about 5 minutes because you'll need a gentle heat to iron your pieces. Now, as I said to you previous, I don't edit anything in my video, so as you see is how I do it. If you see any pink on my arms, is because I've been using Deeja's lovely things that she sent me yesterday, and I've been painting. So first thing you need to do is iron all your pieces. Now the reason we iron it now is because when it comes to putting the doll together, A, she won't have any creases in her, but B, the iron will sort of stretch the fibres in the fabric slightly, and that will help you when it comes to putting together the doll. Now it's totally up to you. Now it's not a step that I have done. It's not a step I've did on the previous doll, but if you wanted to, you could pre-wash your fabric, put it on hot wash in the machine. Just don't cut the pieces out, put it in the machine, hot wash it, and then when it comes down years down the line and your Tilda doll gets dirty, because you've pre-washed the fabric, it'll help you a great deal. Now I don't know whether supposedly that's what they said to do. I didn't do it on my last Tilda doll, so I wouldn't know. So like I said, you like how I'm showing you, iron all the pieces. Now, like I say, I do apologise for keeping you waiting. I saw a comment today from Sophie's Shabby Little Corner. I think that's how you pronounce this channel. And she said, we're waiting on the next step of the Tilda doll. And I went, oh, right, okay. I was actually doing something else. Sat here doing something else. So I packed it all away and I got the Tilda doll out to much of your delight. And I believe Tilda's not following. I believe most of you are following my step instructions, which is really good, because that means I'm explaining it really well for you to follow it, to be able to follow it. Now, once you've ironed your pieces, your leg pieces, I'm going to iron the arms. So I think I'm going to do the legs and the arms in this section. So again, spread your fabrics, because it's this side you'll see. Now you could do 2 sides if you wanted to. I tend not to. I don't know why. Because it's thin, well, not thin-ish cotton, you're not going to really see it anyway. You know, you can see, what I mean is, if I flick it over, you can see that I've ironed this side as well. So it's totally up to you that you can iron 2 sides. I prefer to iron 1 at a time. So we've got 2 more pieces for the arms. Shall I do the body? I'm debating it because then that means I won't have to get the iron back out. Shall I, shan't I? Shall I, shan't I? I think I will, because it'll save me getting the iron back out twice. Otherwise I've got to get the iron out twice. So like I said, if you want to skip this section, skip it. I'm just going to put these to the side and I'm going to get the body pieces out. Now with the body pieces, I tend to iron the side that I'm going to see. Don't bother with the side that you're not going to see. Like I said, I only iron one side. For me, it just looks neater when the doll's put together, that she's all ironed. Like I said, I debated whether to do it or not, but I thought, well, I may as well, because otherwise I've got to get the iron back out. Now I've just got on my table, I haven't got anything spectacular to on my table. All I've got is a towel, believe it or not, underneath here to stop the iron affecting the glass mat I have. So that's one side done, and then just fold it over like that. Don't fold it in 3 sections, because I'll show you what we're going to do next in a second. I was like, shall I, shan't I? And then I was like, yeah, come on, Colette, make the effort, go on, everybody's waiting on you, can't let everybody waiting on you like that. So Sophie Shabby Corner, this video is dedicated to you. You're giving me a nudge. Now I gotta admit, I have been watching YouTube and I haven't been able to comment. My laptop's broken. Chris spilled tea on it the other night. I haven't been able to comment. Some videos I've been watching, I have been leaving a few comments, but you probably think I'm not watching your videos, and I promise you I am. I promise I am. I watched Sam's video the other day where she's doing this 100. She's doing a challenge, and basically this lady is you have to make 100 things with only the things that you've got in the house. You can't go out and buy anything. The only things you can go out and buy are essentials like glue, like your adhesives like glue, tape, anything like that, but anything else you can't buy. And Sam's doing it, and I must admit, I loved the owl that she did the other day. I thought that was fantastic. And she did an owl, and she used a certain type of, I think she said she coloured it in with her Sharpie, or coloured it in with something, I can't remember what she said now. And she put a mirrored thing behind the mirrored, because the owl had like shapes in it, she put a mirrored wall behind, and that allowed then for it to act like a mirror. It's really, really clever. So she go over. So she's not called Sam's Creating Design anymore, and I've got to get used to saying it. She's totally confused me. It's called she's called the Scottish Crafter. So Sam, you've really confused me, and I've got to get used to saying the Scottish Crafter, because that's what she's called. Now this section, I'm working on the arms, because this is only one I've picked up so far. So work on the arms. The pattern that you want to see on the outside, face down on the table. So you should have something that looks like that. Now the bit that we want is this section here. That's the bit that we want to concentrate on, because as you can see at the moment, it's tugging. This fabric is tugging. It's not laying flat. This fabric is like made like it's looping over because it's tugging. It's like, I don't want to stay flat. What's going to make me stay flat? So this is what's going to make it stay flat. Right? So lay it flat, the fabric that you want to see. And then in the middle, in this section here, is the bit that you need to iron flat. Now this, will stop this tugging, and then when you flick it over, it'll be completely flat and you won't know the difference. So you've got to be super careful with your fingers. I have burnt myself on many occasions doing this. And then when you've got it under the iron, when you've got it completely into the iron, what I did on the other doll is I pressed the steam button. Now different irons have, you know, I think there's any water in here. Different irons, the steam button's on different sides. Now to stop this frying, I've got, I don't know what these actually called, but it's a wavy scissors. You see, that's what I could call it. I can't remember what it's called off my top of my head. And all I'm doing is just cutting that down. And because it's waving, because you've cut it at a wave, it'll stop the fabric fraying. Now you see this side, see how it's starting to fray? There. And then go over it again. Oh, there is water in there, I've just seen it. Turned it up a little bit because it's not remaining flat. There. Right, now when I spin it over, you'll notice it's remaining completely flat. This fabric is not tugging anymore. And that's exactly what you want to do to all your pieces. I'm going to show you again. Like I say, I think we'll do the arms and the legs today, because this is a step in itself. So the fabric that you want to see face down, and it's this piece that you want to give it a helpful little hand. Part the fabrics, grab your iron and carefully, now I start from one corner and work my way up, otherwise I'm going to burn my fingers trying to keep it flat. And once you've got it flat-ish, steam it. Then I'm going to use my wavy scissors and I'm going to cut it. I might have to do the body in this step. So anybody could save me getting the iron out twice. I haven't got really anywhere to put it in my room. So you'll have something that looks like that. Now can you see how flat that looks now? It's not pulling. Let me show you the difference. So that's the one that we've ironed. Can you see how this is sort of pulling over there? It wants to curl over because we've sewn it on the top. And these are the arms. So the fabric you want to be shown face down. This little section here we need to part. And then iron over. Now I'm going to steam it first. I'll turn my steam up a little bit. Right, and then I'm going to get my wavy scissors. There is a name for these scissors, but I can't remember, and B, I can't remember what they're called. I have been told by my mum countless times because I often sort of nab fabric from her. She's really good at sewing, so I often go up there and nab some fabric. And she goes, and I'll often go, clap. She'll often go, clap, pass me those scissors, and she'll name them, and I'll go, the wavy scissors, and she'll go, they're not called that. So, you know what I mean by the wavy scissors. So that's our third piece. Now this is our fourth piece, our last piece for our arm. So the fabric I want showing, doesn't matter what way you do it, whether you want the pattern on your left side or the right side, it really does not matter, because all we're doing is concentrating on this bit so it won't pull when we're doing the pattern. So iron completely over, steam, And then I'm going to get my wavy scissors. And I'm going to cut it to stop it fraying. And then I'm going to iron it again. Okay. So these are arm pieces done. So our leg pieces. So like I say, if you want to skip this section, go ahead. I mean, it is when it comes to the body, there is a bit of a difference, but the legs are totally the same. But like I say, I don't edit my videos. I started to when I first went on YouTube, but to be honest with you guys, it took more time than what it was worth to edit it, and then I felt like you weren't watching it in real time, so I don't bother editing it anymore. I think I did it for the first 2-3 videos, and then thought, why am I editing my videos? It's not as if they're going to be in the craft room then with me, so that's why I don't do it. So I'll talk to you instead while I do it. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, leave some comments, guys. I am reading them, promise you. I haven't been able to answer them. All I've been able to do recently is leave a heart, and that's just to say I am reading them. It's not as if I'm not. But please drop me the comments by. I've got a little challenge coming up soon, which I'm really giddy about. But I need... yeah, soon. I don't know when that'll be. It all depends on when I reach 400, because when I reach 400 I'll do my little challenge for reaching that subbies. But honestly, subscribers matter, of course they do, but I never went on YouTube for the subscribers. I went on there to share my crafting, share what I know, and meet some friends along the way, and I've definitely done that. So if I'm lucky enough to reach 400, I'll definitely do a challenge. I think last time I looked, I was on 343 subscribers, and I've had some new subbies, which is fantastic. So thank you so much for everybody that's subbed to me just lately. There, and I'm gonna... doesn't matter whether it's... now this one is a little bit close to where we've sewn. It really doesn't matter. As long as you've got enough gap to cut it with a wavy scissors and iron it completely flat, it really does not matter. There's the second one. The third one is the same, so split them apart. That's why we left 1/4 of an inch before we sewed, so that we could cut it off with the wavy scissors. And if we had sewed it right to the end, we wouldn't have been able to part it like so. So that's why I always leave. I think I left 1/4 of an inch for you guys when I did it. Well, that's the same when I did the Tilda Doll with Belinda, which I'm hoping she'll have any day now. Okay, there's the third piece. Now this fourth piece, and then we're on to the body. Now the body's a little bit trickier, but it's a sort of the same process. I might, like I say, I think what I'll do, this will be a step, and then I'll film the other step, but they'll both go up today to not keep you guys waiting for the other step. The other step can go up today. Cut it with the wavy scissors there. I'm looking forward to Friday, I must admit. On Friday, while I'm talking to you while I'm doing this, on Friday I am doing a live. I'm doing a live with me. Hopefully I'll have a little bit of help, I'm hoping. I know Angie does. She's my monitor. I think moderator. Oh, I can't say it. But anyway, she keeps an eye on the chat, and if there's any questions, she's more than happy to help you. So she'll definitely be there with me on Friday. And my Friday's live will start at 9 o'clock. And I'll be making something out of the stuff I bought from DJ's store yesterday. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've got an idea what I want to make. So whether it'll turn out is the question. Now, this is a little bit difficult because you've got 3 parts. So what I always do, again, fabric that you want facing, so you want to be looking when you look at the doll, and that fabric that you want to see when you look at the doll, face it down onto the table. And then, like I did with those little pieces, start with the edge. And this is a little bit tricky because, like I said, there is 3 pieces, and it will want to close up. So when you've got about halfway, which I've done, bring your fabric a little bit closer to you because these pieces are a lot bigger, and then continue your rest of your way with your scissors. Well, with your iron scissors. We haven't got the scissors yet. Right. Then, again with your wavy scissors. My wavy scissors. Okay. Then there's that piece. Turn the fabric round. I always find turning it around helps. Now that's a little bit too short. It's going a bit short to the where we've sewn, but that doesn't matter as long as I put that cut with these scissors, because it'll stop it fraying, which means that, and it's important to cut it with a wavy scissors, because when it comes to doing your pattern, if for any reason like this is really close to that hemming section, and if I hadn't cut it with the wavy scissors, this would have frayed, and then it would have continued onto your stitches. So just bear that in mind when you're cutting it, especially when you're doing the big pieces, that it's really important to cut it. And if you haven't got a wavy scissors to do that, then what else can you cut it with? There is another way of cutting fabric. If you haven't got a wavy scissors, you can cut it with a normal fabric, I believe. Sort of going in, I think you can cut it with a normal fabric. I'm not quite 100% sure, but I believe there's another way of doing it without wavy scissors if you haven't got one. Right, now I didn't steam that. See how it's bounced back up? That's okay. Like I say, I've got live Friday on my channel at 9 o'clock, and then I have a live on, I'm doing a live with Laurel, that's Forever Purple, on YouTube, and I think that's about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning for us guys in the UK. It's 7 o'clock CST time, I believe. I need to check out what time it is. There. I'm going to steam that now. See how that's pulling? Come on. There. So you should have something that looks like that from the outside. Okay. And then just fold one side in. It's alright to fold one side in, but don't fold it in 3 sections. Now have we done this piece? No, we haven't done this one. And this is the last piece. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my filming once I've done this piece, and then I'm gonna film another video, but like I said, they'll be both be going up today because I don't want you guys waiting for the next step when you can be getting on with the other step, because the other step's more fun than this step. It just saves me getting the iron out again. This is the last bit of the ironing. You know, if you're not a big fond of ironing, this is the only section where you need to iron your fabric. No, I'm lying. The only other section that you would need to do it if you wanted to, I don't believe I did it for when I made Belinda's doll, is if you want to iron the dress, fabric for the dress, then iron it now while you got the iron out, and it'll be a lot easier for you when it comes to sewing it all and putting it all together. I'm going to steam that, and then I'm going to do that last piece. Okay, and then we're on this piece. Okay. There's that. Go turn it round. There. And then I'm just going to steam this. And then this is, like I say, this is the next step. So if you are following me to make this Tilda doll, if you go onto my channel, I've actually made a playlist step by step, so you don't have to go through all my videos and fishing for the steps on how to make it. It's in a playlist on my channel, and you will see step by step. So you should have now all your pieces ironed and ready to go on the next piece of our little Tilda doll. She's little, she's going to be, I think she's going to be about 22 inches when we're finished with that. But stick with me. I'm going to film the next section of it, and I will see you in the next video. Like I say, sorry to keep you waiting, and I do apologise, but I'm going to do the next step in a second, and I will then catch you in the next video. So speak to you then. Take care. Bye for now, ladies. Bye.